Join me in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So find our minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from January 20th, 2026.
All in favor? Aye. Claims. I didn't see anything that struck my attention.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
All in favor? I'll second that motion. All in favor? And Dusty.
Okay, I got two things we got to sign tonight for Bridge 16. And the first one will be when we awarded the bid. We awarded it on approval of engineering, and all that's been approved and good. The second one we got is the actual contract. The attorneys have looked at it as well. We need one signature and then the other one signed and tested.
This one right here.
When do they start on that bridge?
We'll have to send a notice to proceed, but it's, I think it was April something we had planned. Yeah, March, April, somewhere right in there. And also crews have been plowing snow. The 3 new Peterbilt trucks are in paint, should be ready to pick up in the next week. The cost of our 3 new trucks came in the total less. It was $9,063 less than the original estimate. And some of that was, we had talked about putting the transmission pumps in these for hydraulics instead of front mounted, but they stayed with the front mounted, which made it less. And that's all I have other than the contract.
A lot of positive comments on the road crew,
Thank you.
over the last,
I'll
you
pass
guys have been busy.
I'll pass it on to the guys.
And then I briefly talked to Dustin before the meeting with the trucks being at a year lead time. My opinion is, he's going to need a new front loader and he's got mowing equipment. So that's something that, from my seat, I think you should start looking at with the long lead times.
Start getting some estimates and ideas. The last thing we need to do is fall back behind on equipment again, like years from the
Yes,
past.
I agree.
Then we're playing catch up and that costs a lot of money. Tomorrow's not looking good for us.
Nope. I've heard 1 to 3 and 3 to 5, so I don't know.
Around the noon hour, I think, because that seems to be common.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good on cinder.
We actually just ordered 200 more tons of salt today. We got probably 100 tons left at the shop there. We're already good on cinders.
Okay. All right. Old business is casino revenue. Has it been a month, I guess it was, that we did this last time? Yeah. A month ago at the meeting, we did casino revenue percentages. Lucky for us, new numbers came in that Jamie had said 2 weeks ago. I was absent. He felt that we could probably get 5.4 million out of this. So we're gonna play it safe and we're gonna go with 5.2 million, which ups us $200,000 from the previous adjustment. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'll make a motion to rescind the previous casino percentages.
I'll second.
All in favor? So the new ones with the extra 200,000, the only changes that were made to that were, let's see here, we put an additional 60,000 back to our fire chiefs.
Patriot and VB.
Patriot.
Copy of that.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you guys right there.
That's what it's-
Townships all went back up. York went up $1,758. Posey went up $2,418. Pleasant, $2,315. Jefferson, $2,656. Craig, $1,610. Cotton, $2,565. Town of Patriot went back up $22,500. The town of Vevey went up $47,000. Switzerland County Public Schools, we were able to put $50,000 back into them. And then we just put the remaining $7,178 back into the commissioner's fund. So those were the only changes, for a total of $5.2 million. So I'll make a motion to pass this new casino revenue sharing.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Safe passages is tabled for 2 weeks. Board appointments. Back over here. Gail, you just told me a minute ago, which board is it?
It's Peterborough.
Oh, Peterborough. So first one here is Christy Alexander. Is she already on it?
She's already on it.
She's already on it.
She and Amanda both are already on it, and they both meet the criteria
For the,
for the requirements for that board. And then the other two, Natalie Peters and Jim Wingate. You guys only have to appoint two, and the council has to appoint one.
okay. So we just need to reappoint these two and then,
Just two altogether, two of the four that are there, and then the
oh, I see,
council.
okay.
So it's completely up to you.
I'd like to make sure.
But Christy and Amanda, those two will have to be on the board, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so these two have to,
They have to,
They have to, they,
and then the other one. So if you guys want to appoint one of them and whatever you want to do.
well, those two have to be then.
yes, I'll make a motion to appoint
Okay.
Christy Alexander and Amanda Roselli to the Peterborough Board.
I'll second that motion. All in favor? Aye. So then when you give these to council,
Yeah, those will be for the council. Thank you.
so those are our only board appointments.
Yep, that's all I have.
We got two bonds here that have to be approved, voted on by the commissioners. One is for Gail Sullivan, the other for Don Naylor. I'll make a motion to approve both bonds as they sit.
I'll second.
All in favor? Backfill courthouse custodian. We unfortunately lost her to a different position, so I'm happy for her. I'll make a motion to approve the courthouse custodian position be refilled.
I'll second.
All in favor? And then the property and liability insurance, I'm gonna have to pull up this message. So otherwise I'm not gonna tell you much about it. Gail, you'll have to help me out with this. What all? How many? Go ahead.
I sent to him all of the things from our previous or our current provider.
Mhm.
what our limits are, what our coverage is, everything, so I don't know what else he wants me to,
What's the time frame, or what's the drop in
it'll, April.
April?
Yeah, and they need, the happy time frame is 90 days out to get everything done. So we're past that point. So I guess what he's asking here is, they would like to take over our property liability as a broker, like they do with our health insurance.
Henrietta.
Henrietta's company. The Henrietta doesn't cost anymore. They would like to brokerage with the same people that we have and try to keep us, fill the gaps for us like they do with health insurance. It takes that off of your shoulders, and if we agree to that, then we'll sign the AORs with intent like we did for, those can be rescinded. I talked to Jefferson about it earlier. And then there's no contracts ever for that, for Henrietta, so we can pull out of them anytime we want. Who's doing our, I mix all the economy.
Gardner is who our broker is.
Who is?
Gardner
Gardner,
Insurance,
yeah.
and then we have Astra. Our carrier.
So he would just become basically a one-stop shop for everything.
For every insurance thing.
Yeah. That's, makes sense to me.
Is that's what Ryan had told you, that everything would be done like that?
That's what he was wanting all that for you, so he could offer some kind of, quote, basically. Of course, they don't charge, they get paid the other direction, but he's offering Henrietta to take over Switzerland County Insurance, everything. Then when we have an issue, we call one person, whether it's casualty, health, whatever.
Just so it's clear, I mean, because last year you guys did the extra insurances that we all have, the health or the life insurance, the accident, that, everything. So we were told that we would no longer have this vendor, that they were gonna do it all.
Right.
So we were told that we would not have this and this insurance. We had a gentleman come at the end of last year. We told employees that they were not gonna have this insurance, this type of life insurance. And then the first of the year, they're like, no, you're gonna have that. I don't know why you wouldn't, we didn't tell you that kind of thing. And we had the emails where they said that they wouldn't have it. And we've gotten a hold of Jennifer, who is through remodel, I just wanna make sure that if it's a one-stop shop, it really,
Well, let's get
Isn't
into a
for
public
us.
meeting and have it put that in a public meeting. If I'm hearing you right, we have
Yeah,
90
I mean,
days, so
because-
let's bring him in.
and we just have another person starting today that we're on our third person with Remodel Health as a go-to person for Tina and I.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that they won't do, I just want to make sure that everything's clear on that. Because what you guys signed and was submitted, it didn't necessarily flow that easily, okay?
Well, 2 weeks.
Please.
Put him on the
Yeah.
agenda.
And let's ask him those questions, what you just said.
And I've emailed him a couple times on different things, but, and I know he's busy, we're not the only ones, and he's got Remodel Health to help him, and I just would like to know. So would it be Henriette, and then they would still go through Astra Insurance? Is that what his intent would be? Is that what he didn't give you any indication?
So we'll just bring him back here in 2 weeks.
Is that, shouldn't he bring something for you to sign in?
Well, that's what those AORs are, just like the health insurance. Yeah.
And remember, that'll be a Tuesday.
Board reports, I don't have any.
No, the endowment meeting was canceled for obvious reasons, so it'll be here in the next few weeks.
Wesley called me today, the water being out in the new part of the courthouse has and hasn't been resolved. Turns out we had a bad water meter that they didn't know existed since 2005. So we put, 2004. So They're putting in a new water meter. They had to order it early next week, right?
Friday or Monday.
Friday or Monday. We'll have a new meter. They'll put it in. The water problem will be fixed in the courthouse. I don't think there's anything else. Y'all have anything?
I got one thing, Ryan. I'd like to put a big thank you out to the county highway crews. During Snowmageddon, they come out, they made sure that the emergency responders could get to where we were going, and it made a big difference and was greatly appreciated.
Good deal. That was worked into a good plan and it worked, so.
Yes, it
Appreciate
really,
you.
it helped us immensely of being able to get the calls.
Good deal.
Yeah, thank you.
Good deal. Doc, you got anything?
Well, I could comment on that. I hate this on video. So, they were doing a great job on the roads and all. And, actually, before this last one came, I had this guy's number in my phone, so I made a call and I said, well, you know, that road up there is pretty nice, but it can get slicker than snot on a doorknob. So about 2 hours later, he called back and asked me if I wanted to put some cinders on the doorknob. I thought he was very obliging. They did a nice job this time, great job.
Thank you.
All right. So we got.
Well, there's the engagement.
There should be, a-
Oh,
outside
yeah.
council,
right,
yeah.
so that one.
So
it's
So-
not on the,
So-
should be right there. Should be right there. So there's a
Oh, yeah.
engagement letter from law firm Church Hiddle and Antrim. They've been handling an employee case in federal court. There's an issue with insurance, so now they need to be paid directly unless and until we can resolve that issue with insurance. The engagement contract outlines that it's for that case only, outlines what their fees are going to be. Their partner rate at $475 an hour, associate rate at $275 an hour, paralegal rate at $150 an hour. They have been involved in a companion case and they've been involved in this case until the insurance issue. They're very familiar with the facts. The attorney, Ms. Roberts, said that a lot of the work can be done by the associate to keep costs low. And there are some time-sensitive deadlines that need to be addressed, which is why I provided this to you guys and recommend retaining them on this basis for this case.
My opinion would be, if they've done that much work, then they'd be probably silly of us to pull the plug on them. And then you guys would have to catch up to that. So I'll make a motion to, I guess, continue
Yeah.
using them at this point.
And then I would just need,
Second.
All in favor? All right. You just need to sign this.
yep, sign that.
There's actually two other things that went on here. So first one is the Board of Finance meeting minutes from January 20th.
I'll make a motion to approve the Board of Finance minutes from January 20th, 26th.
I'll second that motion. All in favor? Then the other was Jeremy Harson from VV Town Council had reached out to me last week. I went down, met him, signed a application for a gaming license.
Yeah.
For bingo, for the Swiss wine to hold bingo here in this building. That license was rejected. Turns out, if they're going to use this, there's gonna have to be a contract in place, which they'll take care of, just a written agreement to use this building anytime that it's available on only this building on that license. That, I think it's pull tabs and bingo. So we need to approve them doing a contract for us to sign the next time we meet. So I'll make a motion to approve the use of this building for Swiss Wine Festival to hold bingo here, contingent on that the building's available and that they meet all rental agreements to the county.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Anything else?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Do you sign this? You probably have to have